Hey team, how's it going? This is Eddie Gray. Welcome to the channel The Modern Creative, where we help you become a better producer. Today we are asking the question, what is a MIDI interface? And do I need one? Now before we get started, make sure you like the video and make sure you subscribe. Now, I've been using a MIDI interface for many years now. I find that most people either do not know what they are or do not know what they do. Let's go ahead and define it. A MIDI interface is a device that allows MIDI equipment to be connected to and work with a computer. This can be a hardware synth with MIDI capabilities, but it can also simply be a generic MIDI controller. MIDI interfaces come in different varieties. At the most basic level, you can connect a desktop synth such as this. It usually has ports that look something like that. This will allow you to connect an external instrument to create a communication path with the synth and the DAW of your choice. With this in place, you can send MIDI messages to and from the synth to the DAW, triggering its sound source. Now, at the most complex level, you can have an entire band hooked up to multiple MIDI interfaces on stage. Now, for the longest time, I was using the iConnect 4. It has since been discontinued, so I recently updated to this, the Mio XM. Now, I just want to give you a heads up that some MIDI interfaces do have audio capabilities as well. Now, who is this good for? Who needs a MIDI interface? Well, this is great for individuals who have external synthesizers with MIDI capability and they want to start routing them all to one place. This is also great for individuals who have multiple MIDI controllers and they want to free up the USB ports from the back of their computer. For individuals using perhaps 2, 3, or 4 USB hubs and are in dire need of simplifying their studio and their cable layout. And lastly, this is great for live performers, as mentioned. Now let me show you how it works. Instead of using the 4 USB cables I would normally connect to the back of my computer, I'm only using one USB cord that goes from the front of the MIDI interface to the USB port on my computer. It is being registered or recognized by your computer inside of Audio and MIDI Setup. Now, if you don't know much about this application, it is stored in the Utilities folder inside of your Applications folder, and it's a great place to check out what's happening underneath the hood of your Mac. Now, at this point, your MIDI device should be seen within your DAW. Now you are ready to use it. The layout on the Mio XM is pretty simple. The port in the front is dedicated to DIN 1. Meanwhile, the ports in the back are dedicated to DIN 2, DIN 3, and DIN 4. As you might expect, you can record in MIDI note data like this. And you can also record MIDI CC data. Now, something to consider is that if you learn an assignment within the Logic Pro ecosystem or the DAW of your choice, that assignment will be directly associated with the MIDI interface and not necessarily the controller itself. So if you change controllers or upgrade to another MIDI interface like I did, you're going to have to program everything all over again. So let's go ahead and learn an assignment right now. Now, if we go into the controller assignment window, we can see that this circuit controller is linked to the Mio XM. Now, if you'd like to learn how I hook up my entire studio, how I map everything out, please stick around for the extended training where I will not only show you how to get started, I'm also going to show you how to troubleshoot should anything stop working. I'm going to show you the fastest way of identifying ports within a MIDI interface. And then I'm going to show you how to hook up an iPad or an iPhone so you can use it as an external MIDI controller. Go ahead and check out the links in the description for more details. So now that you have some more information, please share your thoughts. Do you need a MIDI interface? And if you do, please share why this is the case. I hope you enjoyed this video on what is a MIDI interface. If you enjoyed the content, go ahead and like the video, go ahead and subscribe, and be sure to share this with anyone that you think may benefit from it. This is Eddie Gray signing off on behalf of everyone at The Modern Creative. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you on the next one.